So damn, I wish I planted that. This is the part of the show where we each give you a plant that's doing something special in the garden right now, which is late October. Now, ahora mismo, flower, foliage, texture, whatever, you can possibly note it down to put it on your master list for what you want to plant. Or you can say, yeah, that's good for you guys. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
What's yours? You've got one that I have in my garden that I just found because it was stuck under a huge plant. And I'm like, oh, that's that plant. And I just found it and it's
What?
tiny and I'm going to try to encourage it. Yeah, it's like 1 by 1 foot because it was completely stymied by something huge. It's on the back hillside. Talk.
Oh, it's on the back hillside. Perfect. I was going to say, tell me this isn't like right in the front of your garden because it's going
No.
to eat everything. So, this plant is Sunshine Ligustrum. It is a privet, it is a golden privet. And for those of you who just went, oh, privet. And then when I say Ligustrum sinense, for those of you who are paying attention past lessons, that means China, who also quivered. This is a sterile version of ligustrum. And unlike a lot of things that are sold these days, it is actually sterile. I have never seen it flower ever. I've been growing it for 10 years and I let it go. I let it do its thing and then I prune it back and what have you. The man who bred it or found it on his property and watched it for like a couple decades, I think, before he finally introduced it. Pat McCracken, who is a nurseryman, he has never seen it flower. So it is a wonderful, small-leaved, very golden privet. It makes a wonderful accent wherever you use it in the garden. But here's the caveat. It is not a tiny little 3 by 5. And even
Mine
if
is.
you see it advertised, oh yeah, it is right now, baby.
Yeah.
Even if you see it advertised like that, because when this first was introduced, it was sort of advertised as being small. It's not. It will get very big, but the great thing about this is you can hard prune it into that old wood and it will come again. It's very dense, and so it's great for screens. It's great for just having an accent that's in a sunny corner, in a part shade corner. It's just not good for topiary. Don't use it for topiary because you will be having to shape that topiary every 5 seconds because it
Oh,
grows very,
too
very
fast.
fast. But
Okay.
I recognized, I mean, the reason I'm picking this one for autumn and not for summer, spring, or winter, because for me it's pretty much evergreen, is because it. Why is it? Oh, because because it is fall and this bad boy is yellow and it's just setting off all of these beautiful oranges and reds and yellows that are going on in the garden, and that's why I think for fall it's just beautiful. But in the winter, it's that those yellow leaves are going to turn a little bit red, just a little bit. I'm going to lose some of them, but it's all coming back in the spring. It's a fabulous plant. I think it's zone 6 to 10. And in 6 it's probably going to be defoliated to a more extent than it is with me in 6B, 7A.
Okay.
But great plant. I'm glad you've got it. It'll be fun
Yeah.
to see you have it, and it's in the right place. It's on that back
It's
40
on that
back
back
there on the
hillside.
hillside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll just edit around it to see what I can, because I think I want that splash of color there, and I'll see what I can do to encourage it.
This is one of those plants. The hype is real.
The hype is real. So,
Mhm.
um, I was going to do a plant that I changed my mind and then came back to. The reason that I changed my mind away from it is because it was one of my favorite plants in my old big garden. I grew it in 2 spots, one extremely successfully. It didn't have to reach as much for the sun. I never had to stake it, out by the street, out by the front wall. Had a big patch of it there. And then I had a big patch of it down by the water, down by the stream. And it did reach for the sun. It was much taller. And if I didn't remember to Chelsea chop it, it would flop. So this is the Aster Tataricus, I'm a little confused on whether I have the species or this cultivar called Jindai, which I always thought I had. Jindai, according to everything I researched today, only gets to 3 to 4 feet tall.
Oh, that ain't Jindai then, because you
Right?
gave me some of that plant. I was very happy to have it, but we're talking 5 to
6.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have one little piece of it in my garden now, and I looked up at it. I'm almost 6 feet tall. I looked up at it and said, "Hello, I don't think you're Jindai, but you're
Hello.
a beautiful aster." And Jindai is what I'll put in the, we can put that in the show notes, and we'll put photographs of what we are growing, which is a taller version of it. Both of them would be light purple blooms, aster blooms, daisy-like blooms with yellow centers. And they have these cool leaves, especially down at the bottom. I'll put a photograph on YouTube of these paddle-like leaves that are 12, 14 inches long and very
Mhm.
attractive rosettes. It is hilarious that my rosette collection is much bigger than my one skinny, tall thing going up about 7 feet tall. It's
Well, it's
hilarious and
early
ridiculous.
days, Shan. It's early
I know.
days.
I just planted
Yeah.
it at the beginning of the year. A friend of mine to whom I had given it, I'm sure it would have been you if we lived in the same town, said, "You want some of that back?" And I said, "Yes, I do." So this is zones 4 through 8, and it blooms from September to frost. And it's a really good looking plant. The Jindai is compact, the Tartarian Aster cultivar typically growing 3 to 4 feet tall. And that cultivar was discovered growing at the Jindai Botanical Garden in Tokyo, Japan, if you're wondering where it got its name.
Oh, I sort of was actually. I'm glad you stopped me from having to go and look it up myself. I really like that plant. I have it growing against red stripe canna,
Oh,
which
yeah, it
really
looks
backs it up
fabulous.
really, really well. And it sorts out the height because that's all against a fence, so it doesn't feel like it's just coming up from nowhere. But I have seen some incredible swaths of this at Brookside Gardens down in Montgomery County and several other places. It's a pretty cool aster.
All right. Well, gosh, that was another long one because we love to talk about gardening. Have you figured that out?
Yeah, we do. And hear the sound of our voices, obviously, but we also
Obviously.
like to hear the sound of you. So please send us comments that you have, thoughts about something, questions that you have. We'd love to include them on the air here. Comments at thegardenmixer.com. And we will see you next time. Until then, cheers.
Cheers. Oh, I should hold up
Is
my
your
glass.
drink gone?
No?